This fall, the history and art of automobiles, just like this one right here, will be on display throughout historic downtown Lakeland.
It's the return of the Lake Mirror Classic Concours and Car Show. And here to tell us more, our event director, Robert D'Angelo, and Ryan Rogers with Mid-Florida Credit Union. And they brought a friend.
Yes.
A beautiful friend, I might add, Robert.
On short notice, Todd Gilbert was able to go ahead and bring this thing into the studio today. 1964 Porsche 904. They made only 110 of these.
Wow.
And this is a good representation of what you're going to see at the Lake Mirror Classic around the lake downtown at the Concours d'Elegance.
She's pretty.
She is. Okay, and I got a chance to go out there last year and to kind of see some of the setup. But for people who have never been, explain what they can expect.
More eye candy than you could imagine. Around Lake Mirror, which is an unbelievably beautiful setting, it's a unique setting, we'll have about 150 to 175 incredibly special show vehicles, very rare cars, stuff that's the cream of the crop, and we're also going to have the Futureliner, the GM Futureliner. That was a parade of progress of 12 vehicles, and the coolest part for me is there's a history behind it. The original Parade of Progress debuted on February 11th, 1936 in Lakeland, Florida.
Oh, it's come full circle.
Cool.
And so what we have representing now coming this year is one from the National Auto and Truck Museum up in Auburn, Indiana. And it's one of two that have been restored. It's coming down, and beyond just that incredible vehicle, we're also going to have the 1953 GM Motorama cars, as well as a 1953 Corvette.
Wow.
So those four cars will be displayed with the Futureliner. And that's going to be an incredible
It
display.
sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Ryan, how is Mid-Florida Credit Union involved?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a pleasure to be a partner sponsor and premier sponsor for this really a premier event, the Lake Mirror Classic. We have a long history of participation with the car show, and it really fits our footprint and what we're looking to be as far as community involvement, helping raise some money for charity, as well as family-friendly events that are around the state. And people come from all over the state to this show and from outside of the state of Florida as well. And that fits with our footprint of branches, which we have about 65 branches throughout the state of Florida, serving over 470,000 members. So we will be out there on site during the car show. So be sure to stop by our Mid-Florida tent and say hello. We'd love to see you there.
And what does it mean for the area to get to have this sort of statewide spotlight? Because there's so many nice little shops and restaurants that also get to have attention as well.
Like I said, beyond the Lake Mirror Classic Concours around the lake, all of downtown Lakeland is shut down on Saturday, and it's a giant car show that attracts incredible things. We're going to have the DeLorean Club is coming back, first time since 2018. We're going to have a very special display of a bunch of Hearst automobiles. We'll have a street of them. We'll have a street of British cars, a street of Italian cars, a street of exotics. Plus, you're going to have tons of Corvettes and Mustangs and classics and hot
Porsches,
rods.
right?
Porsche is our featured mark this year, so you're going to see them both downtown and around the lake in the Concours d'Elegance. So we've got lots of stuff for people to see. There'll be no shortage, and the coolest part to me is we bring 4 generations together. And there's reasons for 4 different generations of people to have a great time together at an event that, for spectators, is free.
That's incredible. Robert, Ryan, thank you. Appreciate you being here and telling us about it.
Thank
Our
you very
pleasure.
much for having us.
Absolutely.
And the Lake Mirror Classic Concours and Car Show is happening October 20th through the 22nd around Lake Mirror Park in historic downtown Lakeland.
For all the details, be sure to visit LakeMirrorClassic.com. Daytime will be right back.